Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. I have another wine today from my Macy's wine shop shipment. If you didn't see the unboxing video, click here in order to see it. So today I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 Zinfandel from George Phillips Cellars. It's a California wine, and it is, oh, I didn't look at the ABV, 14.5% alcohol by volume. If you are interested in any of the Macy's wines that I'm reviewing on this channel, make sure you click the video description so you can use that link to get 3 bottles of wine sent to you for the price of just shipping and taxes. So it'll save you a little bit of money, and cheap wine's never a bad thing, unless it's bad wine. But we don't know yet. Let's take a look. So from a color standpoint, I'm gonna say you are dark ruby, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so on the nose, I'm getting red cherry, I'm getting a little bit of strawberry. There's also a floral element coming out of this wine, almost like a, I don't know how to say it other than a dark flower, but it's not a violet, but it has sort of like a dark flower profile. The other thing I'm getting is a little bit of candied raspberry. So anyway, there's a lot of just red fruit notes in this wine, but how does it taste? In terms of body, full body, tannins are medium plus tannins. They are a little bit kind of stringy, like I hate like tannic cat hair or tannic yarn in a way. Like if you were ever to think back to when you were a kid, not an adult. Think like if you put yarn in your mouth whenever you're doing crafts, so like you're trying to glue something and you're concentrating, so you're like and trying to do it. That's kind of what it's like. The fruit has a medium intensity, which is kind of inverted from the nose a little bit. The nose is a little bit stronger, medium plus on the nose. Alcohol is very well integrated. Don't smell a drop of it. Tastes like it's medium alcohol, and the finish is a medium minus finish. Like it's almost a medium, but it cuts off really fast for some reason. Yeah, so the finish lasts about 15 seconds and then it just kind of chills out and moves on. So if you're comparing Zinfandel, so this is a California Zinfandel. It's not specific to any appellation or AVA. So when you're thinking about this wine, you can't necessarily get the same thing out of it that you're gonna get out of something like Lodi, especially like an old vine Zin from Lodi. That concentration and power is not there in this wine. So what I will say though is that if you're someone who's interested in getting kind of accommodated to Zinfandel and you don't want to jump into the deep end of like old vine concentrated Lodi, then this probably isn't a bad option because it has that alcoholic power, it has all the fruit elements you're going to be looking for, it just doesn't have that like kick you in the face intensity that you get with a lot of the Lodi stuff, which is actually one of the reasons why I love the Lodi Zinfandel. But this is a good stepping stone into that if you're not familiar with this grape or you're kind of scared of how concentrated and complex those wines can be. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get to the blick to see how this rates. From a balance standpoint, full point, I think you're in balance. And in terms of finish, medium minus finish for me. If you maybe aerate this a little bit, then it could help the complexity, it could help the length. You may be serving a little bit warmer. I'm at about 63 degrees right here. If you kind of serve it at maybe like 67, 68, it'll kind of warm up, open up a little bit more. That with the aeration may help kind of increase that intensity. But with the way that I review wines on my channel and the methodology, I follow the standard consumer practice of you buy a bottle at the store and within 48 minutes it's open and you're drinking it. So I don't decant, I don't do other stuff like that whenever I'm reviewing my wines. It could help it though. Anyway, still 0 points for length. In terms of intensity, medium plus on the nose, medium on the palate, half a point, and in terms of complexity, whole bunch of red fruit. Not getting too much secondary, though there is a hint of vanilla in here. And just a touch of earth, but it's not very concentrated or strong enough to where I would even give it that, so 0 points there. So in the end, this is a 1.5 point wine. What I would recommend you do is follow the steps I mentioned with letting it breathe. Decant this wine into some sort of vessel that will allow for it to have some air. Really let it sit at least 4 hours. At least 4 hours before you even decide that you want to start drinking it. Let it kind of just open up, let it breathe in. If you want to serve it a little bit chilled after that, then put it back in the fridge, just chill it down to where it needs to be for your serving temp, or you can serve it as it is. Really, this wine needs to open up to really allow for that to be, I mean, like, I really think it'll be a solidly good, like 2 to maybe 2.5 points if you let it breathe. the methodology that I follow, it's 1.5 points here, but I feel like it really does have that potential to be good, so I'm going to go ahead and give you that extra half point to get to where you need to be for this rating. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 2018 George Phillips Cellars Zinfandel? I'd be interested to know if you have. And also, don't forget that you can get 3 bottles of wine sent to you for only the cost of shipping and taxes. All you have to do is click that link in the video description below and go to the Macy's Wine Shop and get it. And I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.